When setting up a system, a lot of people like to use event-based detection for recording and for other activities on the system. So let's have a quick run through that. We've got a couple of different methods of activation here. We've got video detection, so this will be motion detection, so looking for light level change in an area, video loss or tampering with the video. Those are one set of options as to how we can get it to trigger recording, or we can use alarm input based activation. So click on alarm input here, and again we can choose, like we could in the last one, we could choose the input on the back of the recorder. In the motion detection we would choose the camera number. So let's pick input number 1, so physical input on the back of the recorder itself. If the camera had inputs on it, then it would obviously be up in the IPC external alarm here. We can choose a period of operation, so 24 hours a day on a Tuesday, for example. Copy that to whatever the other days of the week are. We can choose dithering, so it just gives it a little bit of a, it won't keep triggering the alarm every time it goes off, so it'll give it like a 5-second delay between alarms. In the case of alarms, whether it's a normally open contact or a normally closed contact, choose which is the type you're expecting, and then obviously the opposite state is what will trigger the alarm. We can choose we want to record the channel, and we can choose which channel or channels we want to use. We can choose that we want the alarm output on the unit to happen, so we want alarm 1 or we want 2 or none. We choose what we want for that side of things. If it was a PTZ, we could choose PCT activation, and we could choose where it was going to. We could do things like show message, so we could do send an email, for example. Once you've done all that, you hit save. You successfully saved that alarm event into the system. Now whenever alarm input 1 on the back of the recorder triggers, it'll run through this process. Abnormality, we could do things like no hard disk in the system. We've got a problem with the hard disk in the system. We're running out of hard disk space. We could do camera's been disconnected. We could do an IP address conflict. So we can get it to choose how we're going to get it to respond to the different events. Now, obviously that's created the alarm itself. We probably want that to be able to record. We've got the events. We want them to actually be able to record. So what we would need to do is within the schedule, we would need to adjust this schedule, which, for example, here is Monday to Sunday, midnight until midnight. So let's say, for example, during the week we want to operate from midnight through until 9 in the morning on alarm-based activation, from 9 until 5 on regular detection, or regular recording, continuous recording, from 5 through until 24, so midnight. We'll also have that back on alarm. Save that. Obviously that's put it into here. It won't save properly until we hit the save button down the bottom here, but what that means is that on a Monday from midnight we're going to be just recording in the case of an alarm. What that'll do is save us recording space. So save, successfully saved. Now obviously this doesn't account for holiday periods, so let's say for example we want to deal with a holiday. We can go to our general settings, we can go to holiday, we can add a holiday in. So let's call this a Monday. Monday the, let's see, next Monday's the 24th. So Monday the 24th, let's assume that was a holiday. So we could put in here, we're going to go for 24th to the 24th. Save. We save that. We've successfully saved. Now when we go back to the storage and go to the schedule, we'll see a holiday schedule in here. So we can adjust it so that we could, for example, in this particular scenario, say, actually, we are going to have alarm-based activation all the way through the holidays. That way, every time an alarm happens, we're recording when we want it to.